Did you miss me for too long?
Yeah. Way too long, bro.
Are you coming on to me?
Yes.
Why isn't my controller not being recognized?
I don't know. Maybe you should let it recognize. Uh-oh.
uh,
Yeah, we got the bio data.
I'm gonna restart the game. What are you doing, Sean? You playing Fallout?
So calm.
Cool. Yeah, that's great, Sean. What a weirdo.
Sarcastic attitude.
Sean's
Fuck yourself.
a weirdo.
I'm not.
Why not?
Awesome. That's
I'm a weirdo.
childhood, man.
Hey, I'm a weirdo. Why can't you be weird? Everyone's weird in their own weird way.
No, no, no.
Yes, they are. Everyone
No.
has something
Shut
they're
up.
weird about.
No.
All right, kids.
He said mean things to me.
Good. I hope it hurt your feelings and you never socialize again.
It strangely made me tingly.
All right,
God.
kids.
The old kids around here are. Oh, they're all gone. They're dead.
They're all around the kids around here. Oh wait, never mind. They're all dead. Never mind. Whoops. Slip here, slip there.
We need to make a plan to retrieve the rest of this bio data that these fucking terrorists stole from us. Fucking bastards.
Hmm.
Fuck. Damn, Red Rouge. Moving bio data upriver before I was deployed to the area. But for some reason they left half of it. I don't know. I don't know why that makes sense, but oh, fuck the bio data, I guess. The Red Rouge has taken captive a U.S. ambassador to Thailand and his wife. They're demanding ransom money and threatening to execute them if their demands aren't met. They're in an abandoned temple in the jungles of Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Hong Kong.
Seth, are you okay?
Hey, Paul, come here.
Alright, Seth, where are we doing this? Where are we doing your favorite chocobo racing?
Please leave a message after the tone.
Even if you're probably getting an ice cream or something.
Hey, Paul. Hey.
Let's go save this U.S. ambassador and his wife.
Yeah.
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 Can I watch?
Uh,
Oh, that's right. You got it somewhere else. My bad. Did you like that tank shell stuck in the side of my tank right there in that picture?
how, can't you watch my screen through like a
Parsec.
or some parsec?
Yeah. That's the easiest thing that comes to my mind if you don't already have it working on Steam. On non-Steam, I mean. Are you? Oh yeah, you're on it now. On that big fat parsec. Big and sticky. Big long arms. Stretching for miles. That can hug a whole town into dust. Anyways, did you
I can't fucking remember my password. Parsec. Something stupid.
Oh yeah.
12 characters. Fucking bitches.
Yeah, slap him around. Tell him to call you Steve. John only plays games with Mosaic censorship.
What'd you just say?
Nothing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh, shit. Say it again.
I said you only play games with Mosaic censorship.
No, no. Hell no. I like to see it all, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't need no censorship. I'm a grown ass man. Fuck you
That's
talking
right.
about?
Where do you think you're not? It's like what the heck? You're in America, not Japan.
Oh, Japan's fucking open too. Shit.
Yeah, but
You even know the fucking consent age, really?
Yeah,
That car is
it's
set to be great.
92.
What was your name on there again?
Instant age.
My name?
Yeah.
Corin,
Instant age
number
primary.
677.
Body's not even properly fucking developed yet.
I gotta pop up. I gotta pop up.
Come on, science.
Oh boy, I can request to connect. Boy, it's the best day ever.
Like I'm very powerful than me. Oh,
Man, that looks good.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
It looks good, doesn't it?
You're that's one of the benefits, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did the same thing for some of the PlayStation 1 games I was messing around with.
One thing I like about the emulator is like I don't have a box TV to play all these games on my PS2, so like I had to buy this adapter to plug it into my flat screen, and it just makes everything look all mushy and hard to see.
Yeah, that's because the native resolution on the console itself doesn't support this resolution. That's why. Well, that's part of why. It's not the only reason. Every console has a limit of what resolutions it can actually support. Sizes. It has an internal resolution and an output resolution. Yeah, it's weird. And no, I haven't really memorized all the details and intricacies about what all those mean. But I know that guy's name is Boomer.
Yeah, boomer.
Boomhauer. I went to the Vietnam. Dude, I heard so much about this game growing up.
Yep.
You can't buy these games anymore.
I bought them. I own all of them on disc.
Oh yeah, you said you got lucky, didn't you?
No, I just went into Game World and they had them all.
Game World, what's that?
You don't know what Game World is?
I'm pretty sure it's a local business for you.
No, it's not local.
Oh. Oh, did you see the picture I sent you where that tank shell got stuck into the side of my tank?
I'm pretty sure Game World isn't local. It might be.
I don't know. I mean, there's a good chance.
never heard of it.
When I was growing up, there was a
There's
couple.
nothing like that out here.
When I was
Never
growing
heard
up,
of it on the West Coast either. So
when I was growing up in Georgia, there was a couple of local, but they got bought out. GameStop started.
It's like GameStop, but it still sells everything.
It's
You
just a
can go
game
in there and
store, ain't it?
just go in there and buy. Yeah, they have everything. Like they have Segas, they have Nintendos.
Yeah, that's more than what GameStop has.
Yeah, it's better than GameStop, I think. It's
Yeah,
cheaper too.
there used to be this game store next to Walmart near where I live called Rhinos, and GameStop bought them out. That's what GameStop did. They, for like almost about, what was it, like 10, 15 years straight, John? They kept buying out a ton of local game stores and stuff, buying them out.
until they fucking straight up damn near went bankrupt.
Well, I mean, look at their business practice. And they treat their employees like garbage.
Yeah.
There's a long list of reasons why people don't work for them.
Summer jobs suck, man.
Remember that scandal whenever somebody short sold on GameStop and they made some money and some other people did it, and then GameStop somebody got upset and put a block on the market, and it caused a controversy because it's like, what the fuck? You're messing with the free market now. Is that a lady?
No,
It's the lady.
wasn't a lady.
It was a very masculine lady.
Gotta tell Bravo to fire it. Well,
But yeah, textures are looking good and stuff. It's looking clear. I mean, I know older games look clear in general, but there's a certain kind of clear that you could only get from proper upscaling and stuff, you know? Because, like, the PS2 wasn't, like, blurry or nothing, but there's a big difference from it native versus this, you know?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Older games in general just have more clarity, but once you go past a certain point, and sometimes there's some limitations that come up.
Did I mess up? I think I did. Yeah. Man, this is rough.
I've heard of, I never got to play it, but I used to play a few games. There's another game that was I don't know if it was called Spec Ops or something. But I know Ghost Recon did this kind of thing too.
So far, so good.
But I used to hear how great it was from other people.
It's had a big multiplayer scene behind it.
Yeah, I'm a multi-year player in a minute.
No, I'm serious. Like,
I
this
know.
game was bigger than Xbox Live. It had more people playing it than all of Xbox Live combined at one point. It was a very huge game.
Yeah, I wasn't playing online games at that time.
Me neither. I didn't even know about like internet back then.
Well, it
But
wasn't really as common as it is now.
no, it wasn't. But even though it wasn't that common, this game got like 330,000 concurrent players at one point.
Oh yeah, yeah. What I meant standardized is the word I was looking for.
Like for
Because
PS2
it wasn't
days.
available everywhere.
I was about to say for like PS2 days, that's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, especially considering that it was only it most likely probably didn't have air. There was probably areas that didn't have it either. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
See, the funny thing is when it comes to sometimes I'll see like people talk about games that failed, even though they're good, and nobody noticed them. I always find it important to mention that they never seem to mention this. Um, the state of the word of mouth travels much faster these days than back then.
Yeah.
It was much riskier to try to get a game because there was no one way to really find out, and the internet in its infancy, you know.
This is
Oh,
the first one.
oh, this game came out in 2000. It's so underrated. It didn't sell well. It's like, yeah, well, people being on the internet making videos and stuff about those things were never didn't happen back then like it does now. Now, you get an indie game that comes out or an underrated game, everybody gets to hear about it now
Yeah.
for the most
And
part.
and you gotta be worried on whether it's a scam or not. Like look at that the day before game. Like that was the number one wishlisted game on Steam for a
Uh-huh.
while, and
Well, I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be interested because like it was overhyping itself. It didn't show like a whole lot of like actual stuff.
yeah, I watched a video by Big Fry, and he basically called it out as a scam day one.
I
Day
did
one
too.
update, right?
It's the one where they were
Yeah, like the day before, some shit's called. It had like the same the art style for it. Um, when it the wording the day before had the same like Last of Us art style to it.
The Last of Us was.
I liked the first one. I didn't like the second
Yeah,
one.
I played the first. I played both of them. It's just.
The second one made me hate the game.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people fucking.
yeah,
They really dig the game when it first came out, when
they
number one, when number
they,
two came
they
out, and
did
a
the
lot of them were just like,
Kool-Aid.
nope,
Yeah,
gone, baby, gone.
that's
Never
because
mind this shit. It was good at first, but then the second one came out, and they just dropped the bomb.
they started pandering
You
and
dropped the
sucking.
bomb on me, baby.
Pew.
Boom. Community.
but
Boom. Drop the bomb on me.
but yeah, they started sucking the Kool-Aid and pandering.
Bravo to
I mean,
follow me.
they try to do a TV show and shit like that. I haven't seen any fucking nothing about the TV show
I
since.
think it got canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because I haven't seen no previews for shit anymore.
I
None of
think
the
I
crap
remember
shows
someone
up anymore.
saying that, but I don't care enough to bother caring. I've
Trust me, I know.
I understand The Last of Us is a great narrative experience, and it's cool.
I mean,
I've never played it, and
I
I'm
mean
not
the whole
interested
fungal,
in TV shows
fungal,
based off of stuff.
whole fungal infection type of shit, kind of still a ways off. But
Yeah, I didn't watch the not the fucking Last of Us TV show. I watched the Fallout one that just came out. It wasn't too bad.
Well, John was saying he didn't hear anything about it, so I was wondering if they canceled it.
yeah, because the whole premises of The Last of Us, you know how their creatures aren't technically zombies; they're fungi
Yeah.
creatures. So, I'm like the premises of that shit in reality not happening. But a zombie outbreak, an actual normal zombie outbreak, scientists today is saying that that is actually possible.
Well, the fungal spores that infect people in The Last of Us is actually a real thing. It's just
So
not for
not
like
it
towards
doesn't
people. It's
it
towards ants. It's like an ant
yeah
fungal virus.
yeah that leaped from species. I'm like, this is why I said it is not plausible now, but give it a few 100 million years, and if humans are still around, yeah,
Anyways, that's
yeah,
beyond our scope of understanding.
right, evolution and mutation and shit like that. So,
So,
unless some mad scientist does it.
so
There's plenty of those around the world.
in regards to um,
Oh shit!
I am living dead.
I don't know what I was talking about. I think I was talking
No.
about how internet was way.
Shit.
Oh yeah, a lot of games went under the radar because of just the lack of ability to spread the word. Like not like, would you buy this game or that game? And you're like, well, I'll get that one.
There's no media coverage now. Yeah.
And also release windows. Sometimes release windows aren't mentioned. I mean, they usually are. I mean they are on average, but sometimes they don't mention that. Like, oh, it came out right when Half-Life came out. It's like, yeah, no wonder. Especially with internet being in its infancy, people are gonna want to buy the one that they want to get. Not people, shopping for games was a little less convenient back then. I remember my dad going around different places trying to look for games. Even Walmart.
Wally World. That's actually where I
And
picked up fucking the
back then, you couldn't find what you were looking for most of the time.
Wally World back then. They had a pretty decent selection of games.
Yeah, but those were mainly console stuff or
Yep.
handheld things. But even back then, it was still so-so. They had a small section.
Or computer games. Yes, and that's where I actually found the battle chest for
It's not
Star.
like how it is now.
Damn, he won't die.
Games in Walmart now take up like what two aisles on each side. But back then, it was just like a little space. It's like
Well,
a
it was just
corner.
one aisle for everything, for all games and shit like that.
Yeah, back then
Uh,
it was like a corner.
no, there's just one fucking aisle from Wally World. That was it. One side. You had
Yeah,
at the beginning you had your PlayStation. Then
that
after
too.
that you got Xbox, and after that you had a little section just for PC shit.
Yeah, it was like
On
it
one
was like
aisle, that was it.
one shelf. Yeah,
Yeah, one fucking little
one
shelf right
shelf
there
at
at the
the
end.
yeah right at the end. That's like an inch. I mean, that's like 3 inches wide or something, or a
No, it's
foot wide or
it's
something
like
like
a
that.
foot and a half wide.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it
that's
about like 4 4 foot high, and that was it. And half the time it wasn't even full.
yeah. And sometimes most of the time it mostly had shovelware on there, like shit you didn't care about, like software that was
Yeah.
useless.
Or the bullshit
And
games
then
of
sometimes they wouldn't even have a game. They would just have an expansion pack to a game. Like my dad was like, "Oh, I want you to try this game," and he had Warcraft 3. I was like, "Whoa, this looks cool." Guess what? It was the expansion. I never got to play Warcraft 3. I kept it for a while, but could never find it. And this was in like I was almost in high school, so this was like 2007, maybe 2008, maybe.
I still got the original
I was in 8th grade.
CD version of Quake for crying out loud.
Oh, they did a remaster on Steam that has co-op, by the way.
Uh huh.
Yep, it's done by the Night Dive. Who've been doing a pretty good job in doing remasters lately.
Whoa. It's like in the wall.
What an asshole. They let the wizard come in.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the wizards.
It is whenever they're Viet Cong and they're in the walls.
That's it.
You're a wizard, Harry. More like you're a
Oh, he's
wizard,
out of the
son.
wall. Or maybe it is someone else.
I knocked him out of the wall with my grenade.
That worked.
You know, if you go to Vietnam and you say Ching instead of this, they will try to fucking stab you. Racial slur.
That's rude.
There's a racial slur.
I'm
During
gonna
the
racial
era
my
when we were
slur in a minute.
during the Vietnam War and shit like that,
So
our
yeah.
troops used to start
Mhm.
calling them Chings. Get those Chings, man.
Yeah. So yeah, besides lack of marketing or distribution, availability was an issue, like how we just mentioned, or what John and I was just talking about. And just the internet wasn't what it is now. That's why a lot of really good games went unnoticed, especially at the time. I mean, there's still
It
some
was
that go
really good.
unnoticed, but it's not as bad as it was.
But then I was doing like browser game shit, MMO browser games and shit.
RuneScape.
Yeah, me was RTS Spice, spaceships and shit like that. And a game called Astro Empires. It is
I just fucked
a
around with
MMO,
Roller Coaster Tycoon for like 10
Yeah.
years.
Restrain the
that.
woman.
but I didn't play that for that long.
She deserved it. Look at her. She dropped a gun. You seen that?
You got a gun.
See behind the statue? She dropped a gun and ammo. You need to arrest her.
sir. I don't know about that.
I don't care if she says she's the ambassador's wife. She's suspicious.
Ah!
Oh man, Rita got you.
Oh my god, he just killed all of them!
He one-shot
Yes.
everybody.
Oh my god! Killed the ambassador's wife and everything!
How many same name brothers does Rita have? Holy shit.
The Red of Rouge, man. God damn. Man can take a bullet.
Hey, Google Bits.
Fire at will, man.
Google Bits.
Oh.
Awesome person. She loves milking cocoons.
I shot that man a bunch of times. Fucking die! The rest of the enemies. Woo!
You can do it. So yeah, that concludes my seminar on interesting points of thought regarding some things. It said no. Didn't you see that? And you shot him anyway.
It says no.
No.
Or maybe that means cancel. Oh, you're canceling him. I get it now. You're canceling his subscription
Cancel it, you
Stupid
motherfucker.
Red of Rouge.
to that military.
Stupid terrorists doing Terry things.
Yeah,
Hey,
Terry.
Hey. Why are you calling someone a hoe?
Whoa!
Call you a hoe.
No, because there's a person I personally know with the name of Terry, the female that gave birth to me.
What about that guy from
Yeah,
StarCraft
hoe.
2?
It ain't about you, John.
It's not about you, Terry.
There's no one fucking named Terry from StarCraft.
Yeah, remember the co-op missions? The newscaster?
Ching Tao!
The newscaster's always making fun of Terry.
Ah!
Oh my god, he almost died.
Terry, it's Jerry.
Oh, I thought it was Terry. Wait, I thought it's been Terry for like this whole time. What's wrong with me? I have mental
Because-
problems, I think.
We know this already.
Yeah.
Oh, look, but true.
I've got abandonment
I got him.
issues.
Oh shit,
He
there's
just
one
wants
left.
attention.
Yeah, Terry. Terry.
Stop calling someone a hoe.
Look, John, you
Start shooting with the.
but you call her a hoe, so
Fuck you, Terrys.
That's better.
They're all Terrys.
yeah, 'cause they're Terrys.
Oh, let's see. The certain Terry I know. Let's see a B-side. Okay, so when I told my aunt last time I was hanging out with her, she didn't even know this how my mom was. And the reason why the whole family doesn't want her around and wants to just disappear. That's the physical torture, mental torture, always handing me handcuffs whenever my siblings did something stupid or I did something.
Oh wow, look at that Mayan architecture. That is so fascinating.
Hey.
So much more interesting. So much better than thinking about your childhood trauma.
Right? This is why people's like, oh, that's probably why you couldn't get through the military. I'm like, no. Actually, I was raised to be in the military. Actually, I prefer to go back in the military right about now than just sitting on my ass doing nothing. It's real fucking boring, you know? And I told my family, whenever the fucking military decides to say, fuck it, let me back in, I'm gone.
Yeah. I want to play all the things I never got to do. I missed out on a lot. And I want to play co-op with everybody. Did you check out that video I sent you about that Navy engineer guy talking about that starship thing?
No.
I sent it to John. Sorry, I said John, not Sean. You little shit. I labeled it for you in the chat. I pointed an arrow up at it and said that's the Navy guy thing.
Who gives a damn about that Navy guy?
Well, he said he was an engineer, and he said that he liked the engineering on the thing and thought it made sense and stuff. And I was just curious what you thought. Then again, you probably have to try the demo, which is only 2 gigs, and has the co-op buttons. But I don't think there's much really you could do other than explore. I don't really know. Some people said there were some secrets, but I never farted. But it's pretty neat. Sean wants to see the coconut nuts being milked.
I like to be looking at some big old coconuts. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Big old bazookas. Just boing, boing. Sorry.
Oh, I'm bleeding. That's actually kind of cool.
The Earth is, huh? Oh. The Earth is not flat. She has a perfectly reasonable bust size.
That's another way to tell those people that the Earth's not flat. It's rounded. She got some thickness on that. Sorry, we stupid like that.
Fuck, you guys are useless.
I'm sorry.
I
Fucking
tried my
dude's standing
best.
out in the open, and they just watch him gun me down, and they sit there and stare at him. Fucking idiots. bitches. Fucking everywhere. I'm gonna save it again right here. So far, so good.
Everyone say fucking lets the gas go.
The more I take out, the better. Go, Bravo, attack! Boys got this. I believe in you.
I gotta save something ridiculous to the playlist that I made for Curie that he checks every so often.
Fun fact, they're gonna get married on her birthday, April 1st.
Damn right, straight cowboy.
Get him, Sean. Get him. You're the spearhead thrusting in between their cheekly operation.
Get on the helicopter now! Hell yeah! So epic! Just shooting at nothing.
You did it. The helicopter went by. Now you can save Mario Land.
That was the ambassador's wife. Now I gotta go save the ambassador.
My God. You're working double shift.
Damn right.
You're wanking and spanking over there. You're tamaloing that burrito.
Mauling that burrito.
Hey now, there's nothing wrong with the good tamales, man.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Get laid.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, if women
Remember that song when we were kids? A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Tina.
Yeah, Mambo number 5.
The dude literally talked about fucking like 30 chicks. You know
That's
that?
done, man. What else?
I'm just saying. You could do
That's
much.
how women are, man. They don't give a fuck.
I, I'm just saying. When it
Depends on
comes
how
to
much
mentioning
picture.
that kind of subject matter in a song, you could do much worse, like that song. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
A little bit of Monica.
Out on my paws, all these bitches crawl.